Hey, Shorty, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, not much, man. Sorry I'm late. I'm just one of my monitors. I guess I turned off everything for a longer period of time. I guess it's done.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, one of the 49-inch monitors just will not turn on. I just get a bunch of crazy lines. If anyone has fixes for it, that's great. Ping me.
Well,
I might just have to get a different one. Nothing's moving. It's just some weird colors on it, so I'm gonna be in trouble tomorrow a little bit.
hmm.
I would just try unplugging and replugging the HDMI after you turn it off.
Yeah, I'll do that. I mean, usually this is the one. You remember the picture I sent to you one time? It was just like taking forever to warm up.
Yeah,
It's the 49-inch. That's the fucking problem.
that's a bummer.
But they had the other one on sale, so it kind of gives me a reason,
Yeah, everybody needs a 55-inch monitor.
She said the bigger the better.
That's, yeah.
All right, let me share my screen before we get off topic. All right, let me know when you guys can see it.
Yep.
All right, well, you guys had a pretty, I would say, eventful day, and I think everything worked according to the plan from night before. If you guys recall, we did talk about this volume node here being key and auctioning above that 75, which was, remember, our bullish thesis started above 75, if you guys recall that. So that was the key, right? And then we said that there was access at 80. You guys recall that? It was 79.5 that they had to
Yeah.
crack above this level here. And once they cracked above that, I was targeting pretty much 96, right? My target was that they're going to clear the liquidity at 96, and then they had a little bit of excess there, not much, right? I think it was actually a poor high, but there was a level here that we were watching, and that was a pretty good target. So if you guys went back and kind of analyze your trades, if you reclaim these nodes here, just think about it. You reclaim this node here, and you reclaim the node prior, right? This is actually a compressed profile, right? This has a little bit more elongation here. It's elongated. I don't know if elongation is the right word. It's wider than this day here, right? And then you see that we are compressing, obviously, here, you guys, you had the Wednesday, the whole Thanksgiving, I wouldn't count much. But you see that this was pretty much the last thing stopping us before we reached the new highs. And hopefully you guys took advantage of that, because there was a couple of good plays you guys could have taken, right? They didn't give you a lot. Once they came here, they really, contracted here. So they gave you like almost a descending triangle. For most bulls, I would say this is an ascending triangle, right? And they're looking forward to this playing out. So they're going to try to hold this level here pretty heavy, I would say, at 92.5. Does anyone know why is this level important also? Did anyone do the charting yet?
I think there's some single prints there.
There's single prints there, yeah. There's weakness all the way probably somewhere, I would say, based on volume profile, I would say it's probably somewhere up to here, 85-ish. Sorry, 85, 75, somewhere around there should be some weakness, but we'll take a look at it, right? And here you have this low zone. I would definitely not look short anywhere here. This actually might be a really good long opportunity if they give you this retest. Why do you guys think I say that?
It's the previous day val, and it's also prior week value area high.
Yeah, so that would mean actually that we are accepting the value if we were to go here, right? And how would you know, where would you go short? This is a trick question. You have to think about two things. Where would you go short? Could you play a short?
Oh, good short at the break. Break of the POC and retest and go short.
Okay, anyone else?
Same.
Like the loss of 92, because it's like the bottom of the shelf.
That would be a
from the
decent
previous day.
short. If you lose 92, if you get in, just remember it's a single print on an uptrend. What does that mean? Is the single print shown on a bearish side or a bullish side?
On the
I
bullish
answered it
side.
already. It's a bullish side, guys. If it's
Bullish.
an uptrend, then you have single prints. That means it's bullish. So now when we switch here, let me just mark these levels. I'm marking them because I wasn't close to the computers on Friday and I can't remember the levels. Typically, I don't mark the daily levels just because I'm able to recall them and remember them. But I definitely need some help on Monday. So now we're just watching, right? I mean, they're dancing here in this area, probably a good long level here soon. They're gonna clear this one time, regain and fly probably. But for now, if you look at this, this is a double distribution day. This is a clear as day double distribution day. What do I tell you about double distributions? They don't make me open Excel, PowerPoint, please.
Play the tops and the bottoms. Play from the top of the double distribution down to the bottom.
That's correct. So if you're accepted, the rule is if you're accepted in a lower end distribution, let's say you lose that 92.5, the high odd is that you're going to go here to this 47 level and maybe a tad bit lower. When I say lower, mainly because of this little node here. So 72 to 75 would be the level of a bounce, right? Because once you get in a B shape, you're either going to play, ping pong in here until new information is generated. Either you crack down and you really don't want to be long below this level. Okay. And something to note here, when you see this profile, let me just hide the profiles here for a moment. Pay attention when they accumulated here. You see where the accumulation happened, this original one?
Yep.
It happened in extended hours, right? And they
Yep.
cracked above that, right? In the middle of the night, they went above, they lost it here in the morning, and then quickly, look what they did. There's buyers showing up here, and I'm not going to go back into every detail of it, but there's a big level here. Does everybody remember what it was? Huge level was sitting here.
That 7-day POC, the November POC, previous week POC. There's like
And
7 things.
And something else that I sent you guys a lot of notes on, and I was hoping that you guys catch on immediately. What is that?
SR flip.
Let me turn
The
on.
POC.
Let me turn this on, and just can't forget about this one yet. Need you guys to remember the scenarios.
RTH.
They will go RT. I just need them to load first. Come on. All right. What happened on Thursday here late in the day?
Spike.
Single print.
Yeah, spike.
The spike happened.
Yep.
Did I give you guys a whole lecture on spike? That it was it posted in Shorty's corner?
Yep.
The bottom of the spike was 68.5. Do you guys recall that level at all? It was right.
Yeah.
I said if we open, right? If we open below that, we're most likely not accepting the prices higher. I also explained during that night that they might trap people here to trade this. I said they will go back to the PD POC, they will defend it, and there might be an opportunity to go long. Go back to Watchlist and see if that was set. Now, if you look here, was there a lot of volume here at open? Typically, do you think this is a lot of volume for open?
It was trash.
This is
No.
probably the worst volume open I have seen in a very long time.
Yeah, it was still shit.
So there's no volume, and then they came here, defended, and I would say, if you look at the TPOs, they had some single prints here. Somebody has to go on mute. Let me make sure there should be another set of single prints here, if I remember. So you see the single prints, that means the non-fair low that people are going to come in. Other time frame buyers are coming in and scooping it in. This was your sign here to go long. And if you went here long when it came for a retest, look at your stop loss, guys. I mean, look at your risk. Where would you put the short stop loss here if you went long here? You went
The
long
bottom
here.
of that wick.
Man, you just give it a point right below here. You're giving it Look at your risk to reward now. Even if you go high of the day, that's 9-1. There's no reason why one should not take this long. And there's another piece of information based on TPO. Who gets it? Who sees it? Why was this a good level long? So
The
we have
skinny
the
belly.
bottom of the base, we have the POC. What else?
The skinny belly.
Okay, anyone else see it?
Single print.
Yeah, that was one of them. So we got single prints, right? Then you have the PD POC. Usually you guys know that, right? In POC range, this is not the level. It's more something like this around it, I would
It's
say.
the
Right?
value area low.
Well, that was developing value area low here. So you wouldn't, are you talking about this one or
The TPO value area low.
that one's all the way here, the 49?
It's the value area high of that day, so it's basically back testing and confirming it.
Ah, that's what I was waiting for.
It's a
Remember,
price.
they're accepting, that's correct. They're accepting this value to be higher, guys. Where do we open in relationship? Remember the 4 relationships that we have in the open? This was the previous day high, correct? I'm gonna delete some of these levels. Don't think I'm gonna keep them, but I want to give you something important, what you guys need to start looking at. This is our previous day high. This is our, I would say at that point was PD value area high. Is that correct? Where do we open? Let's go back. Let's see. Did we open where? Where did we open? Did we open above range?
Above it.
We open above the range?
Within range, but above value.
That's exactly right. You opened below the range, but above value area high. If you go and look at the setups in the PowerPoint, what can you not break on this in order for it to go in a trend and accept higher? What
Value
level?
area high.
Value area high, you cannot break. Because if you break value area high, what would that mean?
You could go back into the 80% rule.
You go back into 80% rule, that means there was no value higher. They're going to traverse and check the bottom of it to see if the value is still being present at that level. Then, the sequence starts if you're shifting value area lows or whatnot. But the key is, if you guys go back to your PowerPoint, that there's 4 types of ranges and where we open in relationship to the previous day. And that would tell you that this was actually one of those in between. You cannot crack inside the value area high. What if it was opening, giving you another scenario from there? What if we opened here? What is the level that we can't crack?
Previous day high.
Somebody said previous day, what?
High.
That's correct. Then this would be your level for sign for weakness. If you crack below, that's going to be weak, right? Because from here, what would be your first target if you did that?
PD val.
It would be, yeah, correct. PD value area high. This would be the first area you're watching. And look, that would have worked out too. So you had the ideas based on the opening type. I'm sorry, based on a day relationship type where it can go. Now think about the 4 open types. What type of opening auction is this within 30 minutes here? What is it?
Open retest drive.
Okay. Anyone else?
Open auction.
Why is it open auction?
So you set the 30-minute orb and you kind of ranged within that area for at least the first hour.
Okay. And then on an open auction, sometimes you test the lows. Is that correct? You range.
Yeah.
Did you test the lows of the opening?
Got close, but it didn't.
No.
Break.
No, that would be a little bit of a higher high, correct? Right, open range usually will test the extremes. They will pop below and reclaim quickly. They would not even far away from it. It will literally make equal lows most of the time when you have open auction. And that open auction, of course, is not really tradable because the reward and risk becomes so tight that, you know, and the stop losses get a little triggered. So you'll be able to tell here you're making higher low. On open drive, what can you not break? If you're auctioning higher, what can you not break in order for it to be
Or blow.
or blow on a bullish trend or high on a bearish trend, right? So this level was not broken, that checks, right? And then you see here by, you know, 11:10ish, they're able to crack that and continue higher. So for me, the conviction here, was this a great conviction? Was this the highest confidence auction? I'll probably say no. Because if this was a, you know, they shouldn't have never made a lower low here, in my opinion, right? They should never have cracked these lows. I'll delete this level, but they should never have cracked this level if it was a really, really confident auction, right? If they bounced here and made higher high, I would call that open drive personally, because then they would be a little bit, but here they made lower lows and I don't like that. Then what is it? What kind of auction is it? Everybody opening PowerPoints, Microsoft asking for credentials.
Yes, we're flipping through our notes.
What is open test drive?
That's what I think it is.
That's 100% what it is. You went, you tested. What did they test at open? Okay, we summarized it already. Go ahead. They tested PD value area high. They tested the low base of that. They lost it and they stayed within, right? They bounced off the value area high. And then there's also the, what do we say here? So we have PD value area high. We had the spike base and the POC. So you had three important levels. Don't you think that's called a test? Test to make sure you're going to bounce there and the buyers are still important. I would say so, right? So it's definitely an open test drive because what would be the difference? Let's make sure you guys are following between why not open drive versus test drive? What did I say?
Because we came back and retested those levels.
That's one reason. The second reason here is that you made a lower low within an hour. You made a lower low here. So you had, I'm sorry, higher low. You made a, you know, you went here and broke. You shouldn't have broken this if you wanted to have the highest confidence in the auction. And once they cracked this level, right, then it changed, right? Because you're still making higher highs and you're proceeding, right? But otherwise, they're very close to reversing this and playing the other difference there, other model. Does that make sense to everyone now, or is anyone confused? If you're new, you will be confused, probably because you never heard of it.
I'm a little confused, but I'll get it eventually.
Nope. I mean, just go ahead, ask away.
Okay, so the open drive, like what you said, there's a difference between that and open test drive.
Yeah.
I'm still not understanding the
Oh.
difference.
So let's say we open right here. Okay. This is our opening low candle, right? Within 30 minutes. So far, so good. In open drive, you really want to see something like this, where the confidence of the auction is really good. And I'm drawing up, you know, I would say a bullish opening, right? Same thing. Don't make me draw. It would be bearish, would be lower highs, lower lows, right? Not at one point are you reversing from that trend and you're not dipping below the opening range low. This is open drive. Make sense?
Yes, you're setting higher highs, higher
Yes.
lows.
Yeah. And the key thing you want to remember, and the most important thing in the auction type, what do you guys think it is?
Volume.
Is really the confidence of the auction. How strong is the auction in terms of the direction that they're trying to go to? And you confirm that with volume, right?
Yeah.
And you see in this case, this would be open drive. So now when you think about it, I'm just going to do the same concept. open test drive. So that one, they go to a key level, right? Here, they don't really care for a key level. They open hires, and if there's levels below, they don't come for it. So an open test drive, let's say they open here, and sometimes on open test drives, they can go here slightly below and then proceed. Because why do you think they would do that? Why would they break a key level and then regain it?
To trap people.
Trap people, right? That's exactly. And then they continue. So this right here would be open test drive. And what is the test? What is the test piece?
They're testing the orb low.
To accept the level, the value area? To accept the
I
level?
mean, it could be any of these. These are the levels that I would consider as a test. I'm just giving you guys a visual so you guys can at least put it all together. These are the levels that I would consider as a test, right? You're coming to any of these levels, and then you go in a direction that you want to go. Okay, well, the next one would be, I'm just going to copy this one. What do you guys think the open reversal would be? Open reject reversal. What is that? How would you visualize that?
The opposite of the test drive?
Yeah, so you open, you test, let's say a PDH level here. So let's say you're opening above value area high, but within the range, something similar to Friday, right?
Yeah.
So you open, reject. Oh, what the hell did I do? You open, you go here, and then you reject. But what is the key point that you have to make here? On open, rejection, reverse. What is the difference between this one and this one? I don't want to draw it out before somebody nails it.
To break the low and keep going.
Yeah, you break the low and you keep going. You don't regain this guy at all.
Yeah.
You will keep going. And as soon as you see that we are not fighting back and you don't see, how would you know? Let me not do that because I'll think some important level. It is actually at 33, but let's not do that. How would you be sure to go long here, right? Or short? What could you use as a confirmation?
Volume.
Very good. What else?
Retest.
Footprint chart.
Retest.
Footprint. Yes, of course.
Footprints. Okay, what else? One more thing left, and you guys nailed this. Please get it.
The volume?
You want to see delta?
Say it again.
Wouldn't you want to see the green delta if to go long?
That's true. Or it could be, what if it's negative delta of 26, but the minimum delta was negative 1600?
Absorption.
I would want to see one of those. Yeah, I could see negative delta, but still go long. Depends where it was lowest, right?
Yeah.
Anyone else got anything? Oh, let me go back so you guys can maybe visualize it here.
You want
Like,
to see? You
want
want
to go long versus short.
aggressiveness?
Okay, that would be
Maybe
footprints.
TPO single prints showing buyers.
There you go. Finally, you can look at the single prints to see if the big boys are going to come and defend that level.
Yeah.
So, right? I mean, so now let's think about this. Okay, I think I exhausted Control Z. Let me delete this. So now let's take a look at what happened, I guess, on my RTA chip. What happened Friday? As you came to that level, right? I would say this level right here. What is it? Did the B period overlap A? This is your B period. Hello, right?
Yeah.
45.66. So the C period came, but then what did the D period do? D period made higher lows. Right?
Yeah.
So we're shifting. So if this came here and they're telling you, yes, we're buying, that means other time frame folks are here. They have orders sitting. And that's why you combine that, you have footprints, And if you use just if you use EMAs, that's okay. But you know, you might want to start shifting from lagging to market information. Doesn't mean you have to, but if you use it, that's fine. This was market at that time. Market told you this is happening. That somebody was coming, and look, they bought it up, and look what they did immediately here. They said, "Are you there? Like, are you really there?" And look what they told them. It's like, "Yeah, you're here. We're gonna go higher." And they just, I mean, they just went. They didn't have a single lower low. I guess the only candle that came lower low is a 1220 as a trap. A hammer, break, trap, go higher. Pretty good, right? So does that make sense? Does
Yeah.
everybody at least feel more comfortable about the? Did I answer your question on open auction? Was it KJ or who was it?
Yes. Hmm.
So does it
Yeah.
make sense now?
Yeah, it really does.
Okay, because you should be able to, as you see the auction, right? There's the 4 scenarios, and to me, it becomes a decision tree in my brain. Like, is this, or that? And I'm able to quickly kind of identify that, and it helps. Because now, if you know that the opening type that you have, along where you open in relation to the previous day, well, those things can help you make some decisions, right? I would hope that you can start generating logical decisions, instead of, I think it's going to bounce here, right? So hopefully that makes sense. All right, so moving forward to tomorrow, and you see here now, on the B-shaped profile, this is B-shape. As long as you have more than 4 TPOs, it's considered HVN. 5+ is even better. So in this case, I would say you have a nice double distribution, right? That's separated by what? In the class I covered, it has to be separated by what?
Single print.
Fingerprints.
Single prints, which start right here, right? So you have single prints starting. Remember that 92.5 that we looked at on volume profile moments ago? Yep. So you have this, and then you have them again all the way till 86.75. So if you're a bull, what is the level you can't lose? Careful how you answer. Think before you open your mouth.
The one at the top there.
Think.
If you're a bull.
45.86.
You cannot lose 86. This is where your single print started. They
Okay.
have the right. They can come up to here. If they break this, there's a high chance that they will fill this and come here. But they cannot lose this level tomorrow. Why is that?
Makes sense.
Remember I said in the beginning, this is a trend, single prints. I gave you that for a reason. I didn't just throw it out. Because the single prints started here and they went up. It's not down that we went. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So tomorrow we cannot lose this 86.75. If you lose 86.75, where do you think we go?
PD val.
High chance you go to
75.
PD. Yeah.
Yeah, 75.
And that's 10 points. 1 ES contract, 10 points. How much money is that?
$500.
500.
$500. If I could get $500 every day for the rest of my life, and I don't have to trade, sign me up. For you guys that have bigger dreams, maybe that's not enough, but I'll take that. Trust me, you go to Colombia, you live like a fucking king with $10,000 a month, guaranteed. Or any other country but United States.
Cuba.
But still, Cuba, there you go. But still, that's a lot of money. Don't get discouraged because a lot of people do a lot of analysis to catch 10 points.
We know what Shorty would be doing with 10 grand in Cuba.
They're funny. So I would definitely watch this. Is there a chance that I take a short here somewhere? Yeah, but at the same time, they can also bounce it in the middle of this range right here. There is some unfinished business from structural standpoint here. They could definitely come back to this level here. What is this? 89.25 and bounce. Not going to keep that level. That's different type of trading. But you short here, high chances that you're going to fill this. But I'd rather look for a bounce here at this level at 86.75 than look to short this aggressively on this level. I could short this one over that one, right? If they came, this one is more probable than this one here, if that makes sense, right? And there's a little bit more volume here than any of these pullbacks. Does that make sense? If we get accepted below this level, that means they're most likely going to be testing the buyers of this high volume node, and that's where you can use combo, right? A volume profile in this to kind of figure it out. And look now, does it make sense where they could bounce, right? So we have value area low right here, right? On ETH somewhere at 75. But you see here, even on RTH, where's a lot of volume? It's sitting somewhere in between here, right? You're looking at somewhere right here. 72 to 70, that's a pretty decent node. And the best way to do this, I would think right now, if you're looking at what would you do here if you want to know the liquidity zones of this run up? Liquidity zones, you want to know where the volume is, where the volume nodes.
Do FVP.
Yeah, man, just grab the FVP right before the takeoff and go to the highest and look.
Mhm.
It is right here at 73.5. So could I rearrange this? Is there a rule that tells me don't make this box wider and cover this? If there is, just let me know what the rule is and I'll delete it.
No.
There's no rule. This is the range that they can bounce it. Is it a wide range? No, it's 3 freaking points. So PD value area low, then you will have this run up POC that's sitting at 73. So let's say you go along here and you put your stop loss here. I mean, you're still giving them $1.50 on that. You know, it's not like you're giving them much on the long side. So that's just something to keep in mind the way I would play it. If they breaks 86, I would let them come here. I would close that short. I will look for a long opportunity. On the long side, what do you guys want to see them break?
The single print.
PDPOC.
The top of the node.
Yeah, we need to break
top of
this PDPOC right here, right? And most likely what they're gonna do is they're gonna do something funky like this, right? And they're gonna reject this, come back here and then get a launch pad and go to this. So I'll definitely look,
yeah.
you know, that we don't dip below this and ultimately don't crack below this if you're a bull, because then that means you're being accepted where on a double distribution.
The
This is
lower half.
This is your top distribution. This is your bottom distribution. That means you're being accepted and prices are going to navigate here. As soon as you break this level here, this is almost 100% certain. Nothing's 100%, but you know, I guess you get my confidence level on this trade would be really, really high. Does that make sense? So long, we need the bears to get excited at the trend line. They need to come back and, you know, they could do this as tight as they want and then they would crack. And there's a high chance once they reject it first time and they consolidate, but don't break the POC, that you can go along and catch this. They would most likely trap a lot of bears here if they crack below, get excited, right? That's definitely keep an eye on that. Then you know you can short potentially here below this level all the way to here, right? I would say
50 ES.
Say it again.
I said Shorty will take 50 ES there.
No, I won't take 50. I would, but that'd be a hell of a payday. 50, yes. But this would be a pretty decent short to catch here. So I'll definitely watch this, and that would mean that, you know, the prices are not accepted higher. We went through the single prints, they didn't show up. Then think about it. The odds are really, really high. You're gonna go and revisit this and ultimately come into this range. So that's all I would look for. And then if you break this level here, I would say go back to your 4 hours, right? And chart some damn levels. And it's not that difficult. So what I typically do when we're so far out, you can't really rely much on anything else but monthly levels just to kind of get them, right? So if you guys look here, so there's our, you know, what is this? 86 level. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, this 86 level happens to be what? That's right. July POC. Thought it was higher last time.
Yeah, my July POC on NQ is
No, this is yes.
yeah, it's below where it's at now.
Okay, well maybe this is the POC. Is it? Yeah. Is it 30?
It is.
I don't know why I thought it was 33. I think 33 is this high here.
There's a VPOC at 21, and the high of the year is 33.
Yeah, this is the high of the year is this, right? July high. Yeah, this is a big level here. And then when you zoom out a little bit, yeah, I would think that there was a VPOC at 4603, if I remember, 4602. 4602 and a half should be one.
On ES, what do you have? The July POC?
86.
Okay, I got it. I got 4584.
Just gonna go 65 minutes just to look at the levels. Okay, it was 84. 4608, that's a big level. That was the previous week. And then this week was at 4620. Even though this one is fairly high here, I would not consider a strong resistance here. Let's see, 4608. Yeah, it's almost like between this and that, they're gonna range. They could range here before they clear 34. And then beyond that, I think you have to go a little bit to the left, a little bit more.
I have July 27th VPOC is 4621.
July 27th, VPOC. What level is that? Is it daily, you said?
Yeah, daily. I think it's untested.
What level is it?
4621.
4621. How did you find it? Because mine won't let me.
Let me go back and see. I had it on there for a long time.
Somebody has a few. I think, Drew, you know how to do that.
Well, you use the replay feature.
Yeah, whoever has time, do that. Yeah, so this is a big zone then. Yeah, it's a pretty big zone. Yeah, they will definitely need to clear this higher. Okay. And then let me see what else we have above that.
Yeah, I have it on there
Okay.
on the 27th. If I just go and add session volume profile instead of the PVP, then it'll give me that far back.
No. So this is also January 22 POC. Man, this is a major POC here. This here is pretty big deal here. Yeah, this is. If they break this level with these, just close your shorts. All right, so I think we have our levels identified. Any questions on ES?
Shorty, that level you just pulled up was 4607.
Which one? PD value or highs? Oh, 07. Are you
No, like
talking
the monthly, yeah, that Jan VPOC of 2022. Where's that at?
4693?
Okay. Yeah, I
A
have it
little
on
bit
there.
higher. Yep.
Yeah, I was on there.
Yep. I just think it's zoomed in a weird way where it makes it look like that. But yeah. So any questions on ES and how we can play it tomorrow and potentially how to make some money? Is anyone not following the plan? Last piece. Just check to see if there's any news tomorrow. Some
I could
auction.
use a refresher on how to trade those B shapes. I looked, there's no news tomorrow.
Yeah, I posted a PowerPoint with the latest one.
Okay,
And
thank you.
you'll see the B shape. And B shapes, you ping pong. If you have a B shape like you do here, right? If it's here, this is a high volume node. This right here is also a high volume node. If you're in between, right, you come here and they reclaimed it. They already cleared it. Now they're most likely going to defend the LVN, and that's kind of what they did here. If they cracked below and gave you a retest, that was a good sign for it to go low. And then you will look to go long here again until they give you a reason not to. Meaning they break somewhere, the ledge, wherever, like right here. Low skinny belly. They break that 45.70, then you would close that long. And you would expect that it would be a downtrend double distribution. This is not called a double distribution trend up, right? It's going higher highs. They broke it, they closed it, but they are not able to, seems like they're not able to reclaim it at the moment, right? And if you guys looked at any commodities, where's, this is gold futures just moments ago. Just to give you a perspective where we are. Everybody's bullish. I don't know if I'll be bullish on this break here. I'll let you guys do. Ooh. Should be bullish on this break. Anyone?
I wouldn't.
Why not? You know, I'm gonna
Be-
ask follow-up questions.
Because we came back so hard from the top. It's like we don't want to explore. We don't want to be the first ones exploring.
Before
And
they've
I
held,
really,
they haven't broken it yet, so it's bullish. But what about volume? Anyone? How's the volume?
yeah, that's not agreeing with the candles either.
So if you look at, past volumes and stuff, here's 30 minutes, which is a good level to notate. Do you see what happened here on volume and here in the body and the candle?
Wow,
What is this?
anomaly,
That would mean that there's what here?
absorption.
Absorption. Somebody's selling equally high to make sure you don't break this higher high. If you take this higher high, that's it. Gold's gonna go much higher. And remember, this is, guys, I'm not sure if you guys understand the importance of this. Let me go back to when did it start? 1973, 4, 5.
Thank you for the education, Shorty.
Guys, this is all-time highs on gold.
Wow.
Does anyone understand the implications of this?
Tell us.
But if the gold is up, what does it do elsewhere? If the
Dollars down.
commodities,
Dollars go down?
dollars should go down, but that typically could lead to economical depressions, right? It could mean to a lot more, because if people are seeking gold, when do people seek gold?
When cash isn't worth anything.
When there's a
As
lot
in-
of, when you're not sure about your currency. And who downgraded U.S. debt recently?
Was
Joe
that
Biden.
Moody's?
Moody's.
Oh,
Moody's downgraded. That's telling them, hey, you guys don't have a good plan for this debt. Just recently, they issued digital currency by buying T-bonds, right? That's what they do in the banks, and they can keep doing that. So they don't have a plan for debt. So people are seeing that, and people are buying gold, because if the dollar crashes, what happens to everybody else?
Crashes.
They crash.
yeah, they go down too.
Yeah, they go down too. If you have 8 minutes of your time, go on YouTube and type in milkshake theory and just watch it.
And Joe
Right.
Biden's the one that downgraded the U.S. dollar.
Yeah, that is not going to be political, but sounds about right. He's the president at that time. Okay, so there's a lot of implications with this, and then you want to keep an eye on crude as we're looking for the next couple of weeks. You want to be aware of this. Just as you guys saw some bearish, stuff happening on gold, I don't see a single bearish candle here on 6 months on crude. I'm sorry, but that's Colgate Palmolive. Let me see here. I was like, whoa, that does not make sense. So look at this. I mean, you have reverses a little bit, but look at the volume on this sell-off so far in 6 months, even though we have 25 days left. Here's your monthly candle here. Does this look like excessive selling?
Not really.
I don't think this is necessarily excessive selling at all.
No, no, definitely not.
And look where we are. I would not have the guts, the balls, whatever you want to call it, to short this right now, right here. Just saying. I don't see any pickup in volume on selling. Stay relatively flat. And I mean, from buying perspective, there's an uptick in buying, nothing above normal. But there's an uptick in buying, but they were buying it where? I would say they're buying it heavily here. Somehow somebody knew, and then they dumped it, and of course they bought it from the negatives. But now if they give us this retest here and this goes up, commodities are going up. Let's say crude oil is going up, gold is going up. What the fuck does that mean? When's the last time this happened? And I don't know what the answer is, right? I mean, it's pretty rare, right? And I mean, I'm sure inflation is not going up at all, right? We're going down, but your bills are getting higher. But yet, here, everything's going up. And also, you know what else is going up? Delinquencies on your mortgages and your
Yeah, I
cars.
was just gonna say you posted about the car payments delinquency.
Here's your delinquencies. Does anyone see potentially any like J-hooks patterns? And you can imagine that it's the millennials again doing the bad stuff. Here's a transition to Syrians delinquency, 90 plus days auto loans. So, you know, over year, quarterly, you're up quite a bit. You're starting to kind of unwind that. Here's your credit cards. I would say it's starting to cycle up. Let's see if it makes a higher high next quarter. It's coming up. And then I think you guys should start reading these reports by quarter, right? And I think it would be beneficial for many of you. And just for Mr. Bean, your California is doing the best job here.
I thought he was in Vegas or something. Nevada.
Mr. Bean, he's in, I believe, he's in, there he's in
Nevada?
California too.
Oh,
Pretty bad this report, sorry.
Yep. All right. So ES covered. Any questions on any other stocks you guys have? Any tickers you want to see or?
Can we look at Pfizer?
Yep. Oh yeah. Heard it had news on Friday. Not worried about it. They cracked this. I just want to exclude this. I want to include maybe just to see before this breakout. That's okay. Still good. For me, it's still good. Does anyone know market cap of Pfizer?
I think it's like 200 billion.
is it time to buy some?
I have quite a bit of Pfizer here, a little bit higher than where we are at. I bought some at 31 here, but I will definitely add some if they give me opportunity closer to this POC. I will add some here. And they got, I read on my way back flying from Tampa, I read that it was about a drug about losing weight pill. I don't know.
Yeah, so they dropped the pill, but they're also getting sued by the state of Texas for misrepresenting efficacy data on their vaccine. So I'm not sure which one caused the drop, but I think it was a weight loss drug.
Yeah, that's what they framed, but I wonder if that other scenario you had more weight to it. You know what I'm saying? Like if
Yeah,
that
the Texas Attorney General came out after hours, and it didn't really move it, and it was still tradable. And it was the next morning that the other news came out. So I don't know which one.
typically that's a move when they do it after hours. That's orchestrated, right? Usually runs, let's say by accident, the timings of it, right? Somebody's trying to lower the price here, short it. And you guys see, if we do break this level, I would, if they give me an opportunity to buy Pfizer at 16, I would reshuffle my portfolio to make sure I have quite a bit of cash available for the opportunity. And right here, you can call it COVID 24, whatever you want to call it. At this level, you're gonna get it. You're gonna pick it up probably 12 times too. If they give me this, for me, this is gonna be loading zone. I will load the boat and also buy a mask. You would need like a 95 or something. So that's Pfizer. It's a heavy company, right? And it's unfortunately heavily manipulated because they own a lot of stuff.
Do they have good dividends?
Yes, they just paid. They just paid.
So you say it's too soon to buy?
No, I've been buying at 31. I'm gonna add here as well. I'm just telling you, I would hold on to this. They would not get me out of this. I would buy the dips. Personally,
Oh,
I'm buying.
The dividend yield is 5.67%.
No, it's very good. I think they just paid it. I just got an email, I believe.
Oh.
A few days back, I got email. Yep. Hold on. That was Kroger.
9th of November.
Yeah, it could be. I'm looking for a notification here. Kroger also has really good dividends. I just got some of that. Kroger is a really good dividend company. Yeah, they paid out December 4th. I got dividends from Pfizer. It's my best emails. I get excited. It's like getting cash for nothing.
Shorty, how often do you do the scans?
I do it monthly. So I run monthly scans, and then I haven't rebalanced yet just because I was out a little bit and I had family issues. But I plan on updating that and seeing the stocks that we listed last time and see what comes up. But basically I don't sell anything less than a month. Everything I hold it more than a month. Last time we added AAL. It's done pretty well. We're up on this, I think almost 11%. I added Square. Square, I'm up 30%, right? And Square, guys, it has a really, do you guys remember what I call this pattern?
the Mexican hat.
It looks good. Yeah, that's correct. But remember the Wyckoff theory? We talked about it before. They range in between here. Why does this do dots now? It ranges in here, and then they dip slightly below, and then they go, right? And now they're coming back to this zone. Do you guys remember this at all? Anyone?
The spring.
That's definitely right. The spring, right? And then on top, it's called the creek here, and then you can look into the Wyckoff theory. It's not a bad combo, but if you zoom out here a little bit, just pay attention to what they did here. Oop, went higher, exploded, and now when you draw the kind of the FVP here, look where we are. Right on. I mean, this is your value area low, and if value area low is really tight, what does that tell you? This is your value area low. One, the auction is really, really tight. And, in terms of range, that's pretty wide, right? But the way they're moving, that's somebody's absorbing here. Somebody's buying. Either they're just holding the price steady, or it's a really unhealthy auction when they're doing this. But in terms of price, I would say, I mean, this is a pretty, this is 60% range. You can't say it's bad, right? I mean, that's pretty good, right? So I got actually a pretty good fill somewhere around here on Square. So I'm looking to see if they break 90, I mean, that would be, it would run quickly. Because a lot of stocks, if you guys go on your monthly charts, are coming up to a level here. If you go on monthly levels, there majority of the stocks are coming up to this level here, retesting. I'm watching one in particular right now, Dollar Tree, for instance. I'm watching this. Is it not identical chart what you have there? You consolidated, popped, and you're coming back to this consolidation here again. And if you guys remember this stock? Consolidation, where are we coming? We came there first time and we dumped. So Amazon is ahead of the curve here. Amazon has a high chance to push this into this POC. I would consider some swing shorts at that point. You guys look at, for instance, Google. Look at Google. Was Google at the same scenario here already? Right. So Google came, if you guys recall, we had this POC mapped here. They came to it, they didn't like it. Now they're going to challenge it. If they crack 36, most likely they're headed to 150. Right. Tesla, just to kind of give you guys quick updates. If you guys go on Tesla, do you guys recall what I said? Well, we got calls here. Hopefully you guys remember 194. I said that they're most likely going to go to this POC. Do you guys remember me explaining how long this consolidation was versus this one, and that they can range inside this red box? If you don't, just I guess review some watch lists, and that's where we got it. And we were looking that most likely they're going to short this or pop above, lose, and then short. Right, and they didn't even make it that far because they had some news events about the truck, right? So buy the rumor, sell the news worked out, along with that level being close there. So most likely they're gonna, if you look at this now, you know, where can they auction? So they crack below the POC. Most likely they go 220 here shortly. Okay.
You end up buying any of the? Did you buy any Wolf?
I'm sorry, Wolf? No, I didn't buy anything yet from the list, but I wish, I wish I did.
I did.
Wow, they had a day, huh?
Yeah.
Man, what was your fill? Holy moly.
I have to look back and see. I think I bought it on the 20th or 21st.
Wow. So you're up probably about 8-10%.
No, I think 17.
Oh. Well, good stuff,
Hold on.
man. Golly, that was good. Didn't we look at the calls on this too? Well, oh my God, they were so cheap if I remember on this. I'll have to look at the notes on the Google sheet, but this looks.
Yeah, I bought it around 33.75.
Wow, that is beautiful, man. Wow. Well, I think if this gives us any retest, especially of this range that it just cracked from, I would still consider adding this because this seems like a laggard completely compared to all the other semiconductors, man.
Right.
70% down in price.
I mean, I'm gonna do some analysis tonight just to look at the financials in more detail, read their 10K report a little bit. Man, this is the one I was thinking about, man, for a while, and now it's gone. But that's okay. I wouldn't mind paying a premium a little bit more for this one. I think it has more in its tank. Yeah, man, you got. I think you might have gotten the fill better than some institutions.
I didn't load the boat, but I got a little bit of it. I got some.
Yeah, that's pretty good, man. Good. That's a good candle too. Look at the volume.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this can run 70 here by January 20th. Yeah, this can go 65, 66. Man, this would be a double. Because I had Zscaler, I still have Zscaler, and I'm probably gonna sell majority of it tomorrow. But we had this one. I don't know if you guys know. This is 100% now on shares. I still have a lot. Oh, wow, that's good. I still have a lot of S. I don't know if you guys know, but I've been buying this. I didn't add more in the past 6 months. But I think I have enough where they might call me soon as a majority owner of it. I'm looking to see if they can crack this level. But remember, there was rumors of buyout on them, and then they had the spike and then the sell-off. So I'm definitely gonna watch that. Crowds running. What else was on that list? Well, I'll have to check the list, but there's one more that was it NEM?
Yeah, UPS,
Schemo soup.
ADM, Love, J&J, Wolf.
Love. Yeah, that one has to be good, man. Damn it. That one was good. That one was a banger too.
Didn't you mention Uber, Verizon?
I don't like Uber. Oh man.
I bought some of UPS, NEM, Love, J&J, and Wolf.
UPS looks good. Oof. Seems like all of them had fucking runs. I mean, the market did, but these also had
All
significant
5
runs.
of them are up. All 5 went up.
Man, that's actually pretty good. Okay. Let's see. You guys want to do a scan Saturday? See if we catch something. We can do one morning Eastern. I don't have any soccer games with the kiddos. I say we do Saturday scan and revisit some of the stocks because I think we might have some chances here actually.
We should. You should also.
Are we doing a class?
Yeah, we're do a class, but
Oh,
I'm saying to
okay.
do a scan because man, if there's tough on the monthly bottom, I do want to scoop it up.
We should. You should also check your DM really quick, Shorty.
I can't. I don't have any more monitors connected. Let me check my phone.
Perfect.
Yeah.
See the JD came back down a little bit to the top of the weekly bottom.
Yeah.
Also, somebody in YouTube asked for Spy. I don't know if you mind looking at it.
It's going to 468. How's the monthly here? Oh, I don't like this monthly candle. And I don't like that we're below this supply right here. Wherever this POC is, we need to crack. Yeah, we need to crack 30. If you crack 30, you're gonna run. And you're gonna run. So this one is coming up. You guys know I'm not really excited about Chinese stocks for a lot of reasons. One is just the tax principles that they're not really under GAAP. Reason why is Luckin Coffee, if you guys recall, that one just scared me away. So this is coming up to a very interesting level for me here. And do you guys remember when I shorted Baba with quite a bit of puts? I was really, really heavy. I don't know if it was this peak here. I think no, it was here. I was really heavy in SPY puts targeting 90, if you guys recall, and that worked out. But I think this is getting ready for a major run upside, guys. So I wouldn't mind looking at some 120 calls for like April. So if somebody can remind tomorrow or whatnot, I think it would be really, really good to look at that tomorrow. I'd be interested potentially getting some of that. Okay, what was the other one? Somebody said something else, or did I hallucinate for a second? Did you say Uber? Oh no, sorry, no, hell no.
That's a short.
I would, yeah, I have unless they come out with flying fucking Uber, I'm not buying this.
I want a flying Uber.
Yeah, no, this is not my cup of tea here, man. This is not gonna end well. Speaking of lucky, did you guys see where it's at? I think it was like.
It's LKNCY.
Can you guys believe this shit's at $32?
Whoa.
You're talking about 88 cents. 3,000%.
That's insane.
Just thought I would share. They lied about how many stores they have and how much coffee they sell, but the stock went up to a level that might be of interest, the selling level.
And they probably have so many more outstanding shares at this point.
God. I'm pretty sure somebody diluted outstanding here. Don't you think? Somebody sold off and split.
Well, yeah, they probably issued to whoever's
sure.
run this up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if our friends from Goldman Sachs are involved at all. They come to the rescue. This is just a funny chart. If you want to study what not to do, here you go. Yeah. But it's OTC, right? I mean, they'll probably never be posted on NYC again. But yeah, $33 OTC.
That's crazy.
It's just fun. Like I saw it, I just it's also like Hertz. I don't know if you guys know, but this was supposed to be delisted. And I tried to buy shares. I tried calling Ameritrade. Anytime I would try to buy here, you know what they did?
Rejected your order?
No, they just hung up. I tried to buy like $10,000 worth here and they never allowed me. And then they stopped and look at this. So if you could have bought it in pennies, look at this, it went to 35. Cool, 12,000%. It's just funny that they brought it back again to the selling point, just like Luckin Coffee, right? And look where they are. Interesting markets. Anyone else got any?
Why TD Ameritrade would hang up on you?
Well, because they're protecting their
Insiders.
clients. Probably somebody was buying everything they could. They didn't want anyone to be. Oh,
Well,
we
I
can
think it was a bankrupt OTC ticker when it was down there.
Yeah, but somebody kept buying.
It was like HTZQ or something.
Yeah, it's a Q. I mean, it was you had to call to make a purchase, and yeah, they did not allow any of that. I mean, look at this. I mean, so you're telling me somebody was not buying right here?
I know all this because I traded OTC during that time, and I made a fortune and gave a fortune back.
The best trader. I'm a millionaire. Never mind. Go back.
So I was trading all these tickers when they were OTC, and they were trading for pennies.
Yeah, and this one was. I wish I was able to get a fill here. It would have been nice. Okay. Anyone else got any crazy tickers? Like I said, I'm in CLX. I'm up on that one about 7%. I think it's not a bad potential here to close some of it, but for me, this is long term. I've been wanting this stock for a while.
Odds is asking for coin. Let's see.
Coin, isn't that Bitcoin? No, that's the
trades.
If this is the breakout, good luck.
Well, Bitcoin recovered 40K, so.
Yeah, Bitcoin's like almost 41 now.
Yeah, I just unfortunately, I just can't trust this breakout here.
So Shorty, if you look at like Verizon, like say, I know each person in your portfolio is different, but if you bought it at 30, you're up more than 20%. It's an 8% dividend paying stock. You want to keep it for the dividend, but now you're up a substantial percentage.
And Uncle Sam's smiling, and I'm like, no. I can't sell it because I'm gonna also pay the gains, a much higher dividend tax.
Yep.
I'm not giving you tax advice, but I'm gonna pay another 22%. So what am I actually gaining from that? I have to hold it. Me personally, just the way my tax rules and what I deal with, I have to hold it more than a year. Right? Would I sell it and take a hit if we hit 56? I would put a pen and a paper together and a calculator. Look at especially the marginal tax rates a little bit higher next year. So yeah, I would definitely look at it and see. But yeah, I mean, I have quite a bit of shares of this and AT&T. I don't know if anyone's been buying it, but it's also doing well. This was our levels where we wanted to get in. We almost bottom ticked it, and now it's a 16, 17. I think it's gonna go 20s, 22. So it's pretty good gains on that as well. But for me, this is a lot of T for me is in my kids' portfolio. So I really don't have an intention to sell, even if the capital gains are there. If I was to reach some highs, or let's say come to, in this case, 30 on my own portfolio, my wife's, consider selling it. Yeah, I mean, that would be a double. And I typically take doubles away. Right, but not here, man. Not personally. I'm not interested in selling just yet. Okay. And I do have realty on starter position in this. I gotta fill somewhere here. I'm not interested in selling this. If I see weakness at 60, I'm selling it. And most likely there's weakness coming at 60, so I'm gonna sell it. Because this volume here, I mean, just think about this volume here, guys. It's pretty massive here on selling. So once they come here, I'm gonna close it. I collected a little bit of dividends, not much. Some capital gains, close that, and maybe repurpose the money and some of the stuff that we do find on monthly bottoms, because it seems to be working pretty well. Okay. Any other stocks? SPY, somebody said. So,
AAP after SPY.
yeah, so on SPY, let me just remove this. You also want to go on 4 charts, PVP. Look where you are right now. So this is your, July value area high. You have to crack call it 460 here. Above this level, auction higher, right? Most likely they're going to target this liquidity sitting here. Ultimately, you guys see where it's headed, right? It's almost the same as ES. Same setup, right? So you crack this level, you're going to hit 468 this week. You just break this, they could reject this and then go here. I would definitely be careful initiating any longs at this level. This can crack here. Me personally, when we're reaching all-time highs, what do you guys want to see? And that would be my SPY analysis here. This is there, and then cracking below this November POC right here. Really where the trouble starts for them. Below 450, 493, you crack that, you're in a little bit of trouble. Most likely you're going to go to 436, 434-ish area, 435 area. There's really no support there. When you're playing these all-time highs level, it's almost like any other auction that goes, personally, I don't like to be the first one doing the price discovery. Like when they crack here, I don't want to be this guy here. Right? Because a lot can happen at this level from this, whatever you want to call it, triangle, or this accumulation that we had that led to, what is it? So we went to 350 lows. And you're telling me this whole way that you've been pushing up, that nobody's going to be selling here? Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it, right? And this is a pretty massive level that we're coming up to at 468. Okay. What was the other ticker? I'm sorry, somebody said something. I did not remember it.
AAP.
AAP, is that Advanced Auto Parts? This is on our list for some time. Ooh.
Yes, it has.
Oh man. Oh, this looks pretty good, dude. This looks, I don't know what was our level, but this looks pretty juicy. Has room to go down. That's the only thing, but this is a massive POC here. I mean, this is, yeah, this is pretty good though. I mean, there's some selling volume here, but you see that's a reverse hammer. That's actually a reversal candle, so it might not be bad. They might push this higher to shake some weak bears out before they offer lower. So I think they could push this higher. They could push this to 78 and then ultimately go to 40. This would be a no-brainer for me personally. I should probably set some alerts on this. this is also a really good stock for me when the recession hits. And considering that we just saw this here. You know, what happens?
That's why I brought it up.
Yeah, what happens when you can't afford a new car?
You fix
Fix
your
it yourself.
broke ass car.
That's correct. And then another business that I don't know if there's any public stocks. If there is, I will buy that as a towing company. If there's any that are public, we should definitely look at it. And the reasoning behind that would be two-way, right? One is a lot of these delinquencies that drive people out of new cars, they're going to have to settle for cash for something that's older, and probabilities of those cars being broken down are obviously much higher than a new car. At the same time, what is more and more happening in the United States? What type of cars are we getting?
Electric?
Electric. If a Tesla breaks down on the road, which one of you knows how to fix it?
AI.
None. None. And most likely you're gonna call somebody to tow you back to the dealership where the Tesla will gladly look at it for you. Right, so it becomes a whole monopoly on service, right? Because you guys, most technicians are not ready to support it yet. Just go to any tech, go call tomorrow if you have time. Call 5 shops and be like, hey, Tesla keeps turning on and off, and what they're gonna tell you. And you can tell them you replace brand new battery from Tesla. Just take out the easy options out and see what they say.
They're gonna tell you to call Tesla.
Yep. And how are you gonna get to Tesla?
Tow truck.
Tow truck, yeah.
Or a
I
flying
think that's
Uber.
gonna be, yeah, or flying Uber, yeah. I think that's gonna be the trend in a lot of, at least I see that coming for the next 5-10 years till the infrastructure of and education of technician comes up.
You
Right?
forgot
Because I
one
think,
thing though, Shorty.
what is that?
They're gonna be towing repos as well.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that actually, yeah, that's a very good point. Wow. If there's a public bounty hunter company, we should look at that. You know, there was a spike in shows in 2007 on the bounty. You guys know that? It's actually pretty cool. Okay. What else? Anyone else got into any other stocks?
God willing asked for CPB and Miso asked for NQ.
CBD?
CPB as in boy.
Oh, Campbell's soup. Yeah, that's a very good one. Oh, this was on our watch list. Yeah, this is on our watch list. This one is at a really good support. I like this. I don't know. I will have to check tonight. I'll have to do some. Still have a lot to do, but this is at a really good level. When's their earnings? Oh. People eat soups during Thanksgiving or no?
We don't.
Yeah, I'm just wondering.
No, but they
Cream
use
of-
cream of mushroom, cream of chicken, and all of those condiments. They're Campbell's canned goods. They sell a
Usually
lot.
home cooked.
Yeah, I don't mind this. I mean, I might start a position in this tomorrow. Especially if it's over 40.66, that's a pretty good level. Yeah, I don't mind adding some of this. Just looking back to see if I'm missing something higher picture. I mean, yeah, I mean, it definitely has room to go lower, but yeah, it has room to go lower, but this is the last node that's holding it. Could go to 33. I mean, I can afford to hold that pain to here. Because right now it looks like it looks like definitely like a double top. Here, and the neckline being defended right now. So they got to reclaim that level, and that might be good. Otherwise, that 34-ish level looks very juicy for a long if they give us. And sometimes I get in early, right? Like this, I got in early on Verizon and I added dollar cost average it. On AT&T, I did the same. AL, I did not, but there's a handful of companies where I did that. Zscaler was one of them. Yeah, I'll look at it tomorrow and see at 4066 what they do. NQ, man, I thought we did it. Let's see what they got here. Bunch of purple lines. I'm gonna remove all of that. Oh. Man. So, what? ES broke out of the balance, but NQ did not. Oh, the big boys did not move at all on Friday. Oh God, we might have a pop here. Do you guys see what I see? Oh, tomorrow might be a fucking flying tomorrow or tonight.
I think that looks like a spring.
Oh, dude, yeah, this looks fucking scary, bullish. Shit. Man, that looks fucking scary, bullish. Even though the value area low shifted here, but we're staying. You guys see that we are staying in this value. What is this telling you here? We are accepting the value here. And POCs are shifting. Man, if they crack this level tomorrow, like this combo, yeah, don't short this. Don't short the train. They didn't move Friday. They're going to move tomorrow. Tomorrow is the day for this. Wow. I did not notice they did not run NQ with the DS. Wow. So when you think about this, I mean, you've been in this range now on NQ here for quite a bit, right? So this is your range on NQ that you haven't really cracked. I mean, it's pretty wide here, I would say. Let's see. So this 50% should be the POC of this cumulative area. I said should be, so let's see, where does it fall? Close enough. Oh man. Yeah, tomorrow this is a big fucking level. Excuse my language, but we have to. Yeah, this is a big level tomorrow. This is a big decision tomorrow. I don't care about any other levels tomorrow on this. It does have a little bit of problem here, has a ledge. So this is November 13th, that'll be 20 days, right?
Shorty, can you look at Triple M when you get a moment?
Triple M, yeah. Let me finish this one and we can look at that. Oh man. We can fucking run tomorrow. Yeah, guys, we could have 200 points tomorrow, easy. Yeah, 76 is gonna be tapped tomorrow. Wow.
So buy one MNQ tomorrow and just.
Yeah, I think I might just pull that, honestly. Fucking it, this is ready to rocket, dude. Because Apple and the Mega 7, you guys saw that they're accepting the value. POC shifted up. I mean, they're Man, you just woke me up with this, dude.
Trend day up tomorrow.
I think we'll know immediately tomorrow at open. Yeah, I think the auction type is gonna tell us a lot tomorrow. There has to be a, maybe, there's no poor high here.
1 MNQ for 400 ticks.
Take that. Okay, so you guys see that we have excess high, and excess low. That usually means what?
We could range and it's a D-Day.
You could definitely range and D-Day. We'd probably be closing tomorrow around 63 if that's the case. Which will be 3-day balance. Right now we are, I would say, we are still shifting higher, but there's a little bit of overlap here. So we're in a 2-day balance here. I would say any break of this high right here, 51, we're gonna fucking go. And if we break 51, we will have a rejection here, most likely at 76, but we're gonna gun for, you know, these would be the levels that what? Yeah, okay. No, single prints here. So there's some excess sellers here, aggressive sellers sitting in this area. So if we do go over 51, ultimately I would say you're gonna get a point here, over, you're gonna go here, over, and then this is gonna be one of those, it could be one of these crazy candles that I don't know what news will drive it, but it could look like this. I'll leave this just for a lucky guess. But if we lose this bottom range here, which happens to be a 16,000, there's a high chance that you're gonna go back, I would say, to this level right here, this low range on the bottom, because it looks like you're very close to, yeah, it looks like a double distribution with the double TPOs here separating, similar to ES, but this separation. So which one was stronger? Which was a stronger run, Enki or ES? I gave you something for you guys to consider. Based on what I'm showing now, let me see if it changes. If I don't know how far I can go with the tick size here. Which one was stronger? Shape.
Yes.
Why is that?
It had more single prints than NQ has in that same space, I believe.
Yeah, they had a.
Or maybe I counted it wrong.
No, you did. It's correct. It seems like there's 2 TPOs on the top, in the middle, I'm sorry, and the other B shape, he had a lot of single prints. That means there's a lot more aggressive and emotional buyers coming in. There was a larger inefficiency in ES, right? So from from that aggressiveness buying, it seems like there's some on ES, but here you also have access high, right? And then you have access low, with access low, pretty much following there with a couple of access lows. And what is the top here? Yeah, access. Yeah, so there's really a high chance that we might run this tomorrow or Tuesday. So I would definitely watch that, and then I would just check volume profile just to make sure there's nothing weird. So we definitely have to reclaim that do or die level here before they open. Otherwise, instead of using 1 day here, let's just you guys use 2-day balance on this bad boy here. Yeah. So watch this node here for tonight. Might offer something sweet here at this level. Yeah, I will leave a long here. This will be the long I'm watching here. If they do that, and I'll probably put my stop loss. I would do stop loss somewhere around here. And this is the one I'll do with M&Q here. If I catch this whole fucking move from here, I'm not gonna trade for the rest of the month. This would be my record, by the way, as well. I'll gun for this with 1 MNQ here. Should be fine. It's doable. We've done some crazy days, so I don't see why not. But if we lose this level, what do you expect to see? Anyone?
PD val.
Yeah, maybe directly coming back in this range here. So that's what I'll watch. I think we get this filled tonight. Okay. All right, guys. Well, that'll be it for me. Hopefully, you guys had a little bit of knowledge, especially on the auction types, how we open. We do have a couple of spots open in Discord. If you want to join, you're welcome to join right now. We do trade live, as you guys know. So whoever's on YouTube or outside, you're welcome to try, join, see if it makes sense. I'm pretty sure you'll pick something up that's worth your membership for a month. Okay. All right. Anyone else?
Thank you, Shorty.
All righty. Well, I'll be live tomorrow, and I'll see you guys then.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
buddy.
Good night.
See you
Good
guys.
night, everybody.
See ya.
Good night, y'all. Thank you, Rock.